Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dilboy Stadium, where your Somerville Highlanders play host to the Lynn Classical Rams. The starting lineup for Lynn Classical: number 1, Santos Alvarez, captain. Number 4, Alan Malara. Number 5, Jose Rosales Vargas. Number 6, Alexander Chavez Chun. Number 7, Edison Chacon. Number 8, Luis Sandoval Guzman. Number 10, Abby De Leon Angel. Number 11, Jose Corral. Number 17, Jose Zapata Medina. Number 23, Jason De Leon Robles. And number 26, Alex Waterman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Somerville Highlanders. In net, wearing 0, Rafiq Miller. Number 1, Imani Mixon. Number 6, Armando Andrade. Number 10, Jair Santos Landaverde. Number 11, Gabriel Dos Reyes. Number 12, Josue Guevara. Number 14, Jose Lopez. Number 15, Marco Hojoli. Number 17, Anthony D'Souza. Number 19, Lucas Gomes. And number 29, Jefferson Valdivieso Cabrera.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlanders Boys Soccer on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Somerville City Councilman at Large Jake Wilson, knower of all things soccer. And today the Highlanders welcome in here to Dilboy Stadium the Rams of Lynn Classical, as the Highlanders, coming off of a victory over Malden that broke a 2-game losing streak, look to solidify themselves in 4th place currently in the GBL, with upcoming games against the 2 teams atop them, Chelsea and Everett. So an opportunity to climb, as they're able, if they are able to beat Lynn Classical today. That would also be their 9th victory of the season, which would qualify them for Division I playoff action once again, for the 4th year in a row. So the Highlanders looking to get back into the playoffs. A win today will do that for them. Lynn Classical comes in number 44 in Division II, number 6 in the GBL, 2-6-3 overall. Highlanders 8-3-1, 2 losses in a row coming to Chelsea and Revere, but they get back on the winning side against Malden, Jake, and now the opportunity against Lynn Classical to get themselves back together again more before they face off against Chelsea and Everett down the road.
Yeah, and looking for a measure of revenge here today. Some draws are good draws, a good point. Some are not a good point. That was a bad point up in the reverse fixture here. Up in Lynn. They should not be dropping points against the bottom sides in the league, especially not with the talent they have on this team. So they're definitely going to be looking to come out and make up for what happened last time.
Lynn Classical, a very frustrating defensive philosophy, so to speak. They like to get leads and then pack back the defense. That's what happened at Lynn Classical, as the Highlanders fell behind in that one early and were never able to overcome as they tied 2-2 at Lynn Classical. And that, as you said, Jake, just one of those results you don't want to see happen. So today at Dilboy, chance to get back continuing on that winning track like they did against Malden as they look forward to big matchups against Chelsea and Everett.
Yeah, it's a common tactic, parking the bus, as we say. Hopefully, Highlanders can avoid conceding a goal and having to face a bus parked in front of the goal.
And the Highlanders in the home reds, Classical in the road whites, moving right to left is Classical, left to right are the Highlanders on your television, computer or phone screen, as Lopez will try to center that right to the box as he's looking for Dos Reis. Gabe trying to put the foot to it there, just a little bit wide, wasn't able to poke it out of the sky like he wanted to, but a good attack right off the bat by the Highlanders.
And I would say if they leave Gabe Dos Reis unmarked to that extent in the box, they do so at their own peril, and he's probably going to make them pay the price if they do that too many times.
That ball sent away by the goalkeeper, Alvarez Santos. Rams looking to control in midfield as Jose Corral comes away with it. Now out here wide, Alex Waterman plays it, looking for Chacon. Is that one knocked out? Guevara involved for the Highlanders. He was the last one to touch it, was Josue.
And Somerville here playing with three central defenders, five at the back, with Imani Mixon again pushed up in the midfield, just like we saw in the last match.
Lopez with the head. Nice touch there by Jair as Marco tried to put the head to it forward, but it wound up on a Ram foot. And they will try to build here from the near side as Alex Waterman with it. Nice job there by Josue as he gets the ball away. Rams reversing it to Corral. As Corral trying to get Medina on a run there. Rafik Miller playing it with the feet as it was played back to him.
Very calm.
Very calm. Had a man right in his face. Good job by Rafik. Just underway here at Dilboy Stadium.
Gabe's first touch let him down a little bit there. He's got typically a really strong first touch, so you won't see too many of those from him.
As Lopez standing firm there, not letting Chacon get past him. Lopez quickly to it with a single touch moving forward. Now, Angel played that out wide. Corral has it there. So the Rams try to build on the far side of the field. Rams not in any rush to get restarts going or anything like that.
And they would settle for a 0-0 here. We know that coming in, so it's going to be Somerville. It's going to be on Somerville to break through, open the scoring, force them to come out and play.
Rams on a losing streak of their own as they have lost 5 straight games. Their last win was a 1-0 victory against Malden back on September 20th. So the Rams looking to break out of their losing streak as that ball played back to Miller, playing it with his feet.
Somerville content there just to run the run the Lynn players, pressuring the ball, run them all over the place there, and let them get tired.
Imani with the strong foot out wide, trying to match up there. Beautiful job running it down, cross coming in as Dos Reis got the foot to it there, but a little bit too far out of ahead of him as Vargas trying to clear it away.
Really nice job there by Marco there down the left wing there, heading that on, keeping it in play and getting the cross in.
Mixon looking for Josue. That was going to be an offside as the arm is up. He wound up going through clearly. So a goal kick will be given.
I thought he was offside.
It looked like he was, but then I thought the arm was up, but it looked like he was pointing for the goal kick, so I'm not totally sure.
I mean, they might have ruled he never became
Exactly.
active in the play and just gave it as a goal kick. It's sort of 6-1, half dozen the other, given where the goal kick was taken from versus where the offside would have been taken from.
Big push there from behind by Angel. Mixon quickly with the restart. As that ball cleared away here to the near side, tracked down by Waterman. Good job there taking the ball away by D'Souza. Good touch by Josue. Now they've got Gabe on the other end of it. Gabe with the knee, tried to get it in near post there. I'm not sure if that's what he was initially intending, but ended up going wide. Another good opportunity, though, for Dos Reyes.
Yeah, Gabe went for the volley. He has the skill to pull that off and score that. He had time. You wonder if he could have taken a touch, settled it, and then let rip.
Gabe, one of the goal scorers against the Rams at Lynn Classical, at the way half of this matchup. Jeff Valdivieso, the other goal scorer for the Highlanders. Jeff also had an assist in that game. Gabe will head that one forward. Cleared away, though, by Vargas. So it rolls all the way through. Miller will play it forward. Well out of his box there, able to get it through. Now, nice touch there. As Marco now trying to run onto it. Or that's Josue.
He came charging
He
through,
really
and
did.
that almost came off for him.
Now a chase back as Andrade will play it back to Miller. Zapata is in, but unable to cause any issues as the ball played forward. Gabe trying to run onto it. Knocked out of bounds by Jason Robles.
And the timing was just off on that. Gabe was a little off, he wasn't up there at the top of the line and hadn't started his run, so the timing just wasn't there for that play.
As Corral plays that forward, and Andrade will drop it on back. As Miller playing it, plays it to Valdivieso. Just over 33 minutes remaining here in the first half. Long ball by Jeff as Gabe will run onto it out wide. Little stop, a little start, a little pop towards the net. And Alvarez Santos, very aggressive, off of his line, cutting down that angle. Great hands as well to contain that ball. Excellent play.
Yeah, and didn't give up a rebound there, which was always possible.
As Gabe has gotten some good opportunities already this game. Highlanders pressing the offense.
You can tell the game plan here is they are looking for Gabe up top with long balls from around midfield.
Well, when you look at their matchup at Lynn Classical and the fact that the two assists came from Jose Lopez and from Jeff Valdivieso, and Gabe was one of the goal scorers in that game, you've got to think a long ball from Jeff probably was what the assist was for Gabe.
And then you wonder, is that a case of them not finding it difficult to attack through the middle with the short passing game, and they're looking to basically bypass that? Maybe they find that they're looking at this, some of their defense. They got some height. Number 4 is decently tall for them, but sometimes you might read that as the best way to attack with that long ball.
So Andrade and Miller playing it back and forth. Corral unable to do anything about it. Marco skies that one. Touchdown, Gabe will run onto it now. He's got Josue, but he's bracketed. Gabe playing it forward, looking for that cross. As I pointed out, though, Josue in between two defenders there.
Yeah, they had him marked. Sorry, Todd. They had him marked well there. It's tough to typically look for kind of curled crossing there, curl it around the defender, but Josue was marked really well. So that did not stand a very good chance of coming off.
Jefferson plays that out wide. Pops this one forward now. Josue trying to run onto it. Looking for Gabe. Gets popped back by the Ram defense. Good physicality there by Amani getting position on that ball. As Jeff will play it forward. Popped away by Vargas. Gabe gets that one, centers it into nowhere though. Cleared out by the Rams. Jeff quickly forward with that shot, with that high ball. Chun was able to clear it away.
Yeah, Valdivieso was under pressure there and didn't have the luxury to wait and get the timing right.
Now they're looking, trying to get it to Josue in the middle. He was backed up as well as D'Souza was in there. Now an opportunity developing the other direction as Chacon with some speed was approaching. Nice job by Jeff as he cleared it out. Nearing 30 minutes remaining here in the first half. Scoreless tie from Dilboy as Daniel Pablo De Leon comes in.
And that was a no-nonsense clearance there from Valdivieso, who wasn't going to let any miscommunication or anything come into play, and just said, let's put it out, safety first, live to fight another day.
Substitution for the Highlanders as well as D'Souza goes out. Hector Snyder into the game. That one saved as Chacon was able to use his speed. Good job by Jeff, able to block that away.
That was a good call. Ball went out.
Out of bounds off of the Highlanders. Rams will get the inbounds here. Highlanders have had the run of play thus far in this first 10 minutes. As Gabe Dos Reis has had some nice opportunities. Gabe right there trying to get started as he knew he had Josue breaking forward. That's what he wanted to do with that ball. Did not get through though. Nice job once again by Alan Millara.
It was a really good first touch by Dos Reis there. He chopped it back, basically got out of some traffic there with a really nice first touch.
There's Jeff with it here. He'll fire that one downfield. Schneider trying to get on that one, unable to. The Rams have control. Controlled across the field by Mayono De Leon. Out of bounds, Highlanders last to touch, and now a quick restart is Mayono De Leon forward. He'll cross it. Danger there. Jose, though, able to clear it away. No Rams in the area, fortunately, for the Highlanders.
And winning the second ball is really key in a game like this where you're seeing both sides play some long balls over the top. You gotta, so first ball being that header or whatever when it comes in, second ball being who eventually settles it, and you got to be the team that wins the second ball.
Chilly overcast day here at Dilboy. Low 60s when the game started.
Good soccer weather, Todd.
Absolutely it is.
I say that about pretty much every weather.
Yeah, that's true. And Gabe, nice touch there as it looked like he might send it away deep, but instead kept it using his speed, fooled the Rams front there. Gabe still with it there, tries to feather that through. But Vargas is able to get his feet upon it and clear it away. And now the opportunity the other direction as Chacon out wide here. In the middle, he's got Corral. As Chacon tries to fire that off, blocked by Valdivieso as well as Lopez. Coming in strong was Pablo De Leon.
Yeah, Bermudez needs to come back to the ball there. He stood there and waited for it to come to him, and it never reached him because the Rams' opponent jumped in front of it and took it away.
Lopez looking to inbound here, being asked to move back a few steps. 27 minutes left here in the first half. Scoreless tie here from Dilboy Stadium.
Jose might have moved back all of a yard there. I'm not sure that was really worth pausing to tweak that in terms of placement. But hey, the ref had strong feelings about it.
He did. He had strong feelings about that yard. All the difference in the world. Is that ball cleared away by Jeff Valdivieso out of play? Rams will maintain the possession. Headed trying to get that one to Corral. Now Marco plays that back directly to Jeff. Valdivieso fires it forward. He's got Josue with speed down the right side. Josue looking to turn the corner. Nice tackle there by Alan Millara. As he has been, Millara has been tremendous so far, defending specifically Josue.
That was a really key last-ditch tackle there because you could see Dos Reis at the back post there. If that cross had come through, very decent chance that Somerville's threatening to open the scoring.
Highlanders with the goal kick, or the corner kick opportunity, their first corner of the game. Gabe with the hands up, wants it. Driving in too high. Coming in is Imani Mixon. Gets the head to it, but directly down in front of him and out for the goal kick. Zamani had the opportunity to run onto that one, just didn't quite get the head squarely upon it to redirect it where he wanted.
And I'm going to guess Imani wishes he had another crack at that one. I would usually back him to get on the end of that and finish.
We are scoreless here, 25:07 remaining against the Rams here from Dilboy. I'm going to keep it right here while we have a timeout on the field, talk about everything else we have going on here in fall athletics. It's a huge day in Highlander Athletic Universe today, as 3 teams can qualify for the playoffs today, as the boys soccer team can secure their 9th victory of the season today against Lynn Classical. That will get them into the Division I playoffs. The girls soccer team still definitively in play, hold their own destiny for their defense of their GBL championship, as they are in a dogfight with Medford and Lynn Classical. Somerville stands at 8-1-1 in the GBL. Lynn Classical 7-1-1. Those 2 teams battling today at Lynn Classical. A win in that game for the Highlanders not only puts them well on the way to their 2nd straight GBL championship in the girls soccer world, but also secures them a Division II playoff chance in the MIAA playoffs. And hang on, things aren't just happening on the pitch. We cover volleyball here at Somerville Ed TV as well, and the girls volleyball team is 1 win away from making the playoffs, as well as they are playing at Waltham today. A victory at Waltham will get them into the playoffs, and they're still battling for the possibility of a GBL championship. 2 games behind Lynn Classical. They've got a game coming up against Lynn Classical that we will have here on Somerville Ed TV. So make sure you are keeping track. Mash those buttons, like, share, subscribe. Get those updates of when we post these contests on our YouTube channel. Wake your neighbors, call your kids, and let them know that things are going on here in the fall. Playoff action coming here on Somerville Ed TV. As we are underway again here at Dilboy Stadium, Rams versus Highlanders, tied up 0-0, just under 25 minutes remaining here in the first half. As Marco able to settle that one nicely. Highlanders looking to build up from the very back here. They've used the long ball so far today, Jake.
Yeah, the game plan seems to be get it around midfield and then launch.
As Andrade trying to do exactly that. Looking to be chased down on the far side. D'Souza. And the offsides is going to be the call there. As it looked like...
that was so long ago, Todd, I'm not even sure if he was onside or not. We're going to assume the ref spotted it initially and stayed with it. It's one of those weird things of the delayed offside call.
The delayed offsides is...
Yeah, that was a push-off.
Imani going to get called for the push-off into the back there of Angel. These 2 teams battle to a 2-2 tie at Lynn Classical. Highlanders keeping on the boys soccer pitch their GBL championship hopes alive with a victory today as well. As Revere well out in front. A victory for Revere in their last 3 games will secure them the GBL championship. Of the Highlanders, of course, have that opportunity for Division I playoff action. As Corral has this out wide, he'll bring it further. He's got a couple in front of the net. He'll go for the trailer instead, and that was Angel. That was poked away nicely. Good defense being played by Jair Santos. As Jeff able to poke that forward, get it out of play, or get it out of danger, I should say. Nice job there by Hector.
First touch was great. Second touch,
not as much.
Down a little bit there.
Good job there by Lopez. Did not allow Corral to turn on him. Little back heel there, single touch. Coming out wide here. Jair's going to center that just a little bit short there. As Josue was trying to run on to it, Vargas was able to clear it away. Once again, Valdivieso sends that one forward. Chased down here by Josue. Josue marked closely out wide. Poked away by Chun. You see how Lynn Classical packs everybody in defensively. Amani's head there, trying to get it to Gabe, I believe.
That's just a beautiful cross there by Lopez, who used his, came back, used his left foot to just drop an inch-perfect cross.
Chacon passing to himself, trying to center to Corral, cutting in, but nobody was at the center. That's the second time we've seen somebody out wide, centering to an empty area for the Rams. And so Jose will fire that one forward.
Josue Guevara there had made a really good run, and he would have been onside. They just could not get that long ball released to him. He looked a little disappointed it didn't happen, because he would have been right. He would have been in up the middle.
And another shot trying to clear through that back line, and once again there's Malara, number 4, knocking it down. Now Corral trying to bring it through midfield, passes it off to Angel. Angel will fire it forward, trying to get it to Chacon, headed away by Valdivieso.
And Valdivieso had to win that header, or else his opponent was in.
As Andrade will play that back to Miller. And Rafiq brings it back here to Valdivieso. Just over 20 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Take the space.
Lots of space there for Jeff, absolutely. Now he'll send that one away. Waterman trying to clear. Marco knifing through, gives it to Gabe. Gabe right around. He'll poke it over here near side, trying to get it to Hector.
And Bermudez was just waiting for that ball to come down, and it just wouldn't settle for him. And the defender was able to get back and knock it away.
Knocked out for the corner kick. No, throw in. I'm sorry about that. Jose with the throw in. Marco's looking to center. Not the first touch that they were looking for there at the top of the box. Jose, though, able to tackle it away. Now Marco with it. Gives it to Amani. Amani over to Jair. Jair just behind the cutting Gabe.
I think he wasn't expecting Dos Reis to make that run.
As Gabe able to get it back, though. Sends it all the way back to Andrade, who goes back to Miller. Chacon, the only one forward for the Rams. So the Highlanders making him run a bit. Jeff will use the space, trying to get to Gabe. Gabe gets it on his feet, defended out there by Waterman. He's able to get by Waterman, but there's the second line of the defense as Chun sent that one away. Now Andrade. Chacon chasing around. Now Jeff has it. Once again, Valdivieso, this time looking to the middle of Josue. Able to knock it away are the Rams. Amani chases it down. Now Marco taking some space. Brings it out wide to Jose. Back to Jeff. Jeff has tons of space there. He'll send that over. Waterman gets ahead to it. Now Gomes. As Gomes breaks in from the wide side, pokes that towards the net. It's out, and it will be a goal kick called. I thought maybe, and I would say Josue agrees with me there, that it came off of a Ram defender as the sun has broken through here at Dilboy Stadium. 18 minutes remaining here in the first half. Scoreless tie between the Rams and the Highlanders. Highlanders looking to hold position in 4th place in the GBL, with games coming against the teams in 2nd and 3rd. Also looking to secure another playoff berth in Division 1. As Hector trying to go through, Jair will pop that forward, looking to hook up with Marco. Instead goes on back to Imani. Imani plays this forward, nicely played there by Imani. Gomes trying to collect it. Marked by 2 players out there. They're able to get it away from him. Zamani once again. Fire this one towards the net. All the way back on his line is Alvarez Santos as he sure-handedly makes that play. As he punts it all the way forward looking for Chacon to make a run on it. And he gets a head to it, tries to run onto it. But Rafiq Miller is up to the task, and then he gets clipped by the cleat of Chacon. That is reminiscent. If we were on a basketball court, that's like somebody taking a 3-pointer and sticking your foot right underneath their landing zone.
Yeah, he's lucky to get away without a card there. That hitting a keeper like that, that's usually a yellow card, especially when it's obvious like that.
Gets the warning from the referee, but no card issued.
A stern talking to, I would say.
As Amani sends that forward, Josue trying to run onto it. Gets the elbow from behind as he's forced off the ball by Malara. As Malara is shadowing Josue everywhere he goes. Number 4 is with Josue. Valdivieso with the head. Headed it down, but Corral is who has it. Now Jeff heads Corral's cross attempt right back to him. Nice job there. Beautiful job cutting through as Gabe now has the opportunity. Marked by Vargas. He gets by Vargas with a beautiful pass into the box. And it will go against the Highlanders.
Yeah, really nice play. Winning it back, getting ahead in attack, combining there with Dos Reis. Just really good tackle by Lynn Classical to come in, get a piece of that, and then the foul was given. That's all, like I say, it's always easy to give a foul against the attacking side.
That ball fired forward by Guzman. Now Gabe with a single touch trying to get to Hector. Hector through the middle. Nice touch there as it was sent towards the net though. Thought it was going to get out here wide.
And you can see Somerville trying to feel out this Lynn Classical defense. They look tight out there, you know, as a unit. They're going to be tough to break down, but you can tell what Somerville's kind of feeling them out, seeing where the weaknesses might lie.
That ball out of bounds off of the foot of Guzman. 15-18 remaining in the first half. Highlanders and Rams tied at zeros. Josue will come off the pitch. Leading scorer for the Highlanders.
And you can see why Somerville's opting for the long ball approach and attack here, because Lynn Classical are playing with, it looks like typically a 4-5-1 formation with a lot of players out there in the midfield protecting the top of the box.
Gabe with the head forward, opportunity right here. Oh, and whiffed out wide. Tried to get the left foot to it, wasn't able to settle it, had some spin to it as well. And so D'Souza unable to close the deal.
I couldn't tell if that might have come off his elbow or arm as he settled it. But yeah, fell onto his favored left foot, just wasn't able to convert it.
Zamani goes to the pitch, trying to pop that one forward to D'Souza. Out of bounds off of the Rams.
It does feel like Somerville's getting closer and closer here. That's probably their best chance of the game, I would say, so far.
It's Gabe now trying to control. He will control it. Nice single touch there into the middle, but Marco loses the balls. It's tackled away from him now. Guzman able to fight off the tackle from Jose. Gives it forward to Chacon. Chacon with the shot, and Miller was able to get a hand on it. Wild spin, and Imani kept it out of the goal then and cleared away. Best scoring opportunity for the Rams today.
A little nervous moment there after the save by Rafiq, because that ball was bouncing and could have gone in.
Corral on the run into the box. Now opportunity for Angel, but it's stolen away by Jose Lopez. Jose, great work in the box there. So D'Souza has it. He drops it back. They pop it forward looking for Dos Reis to run onto it. He's defended out there by Chun. Chun, of course, with a second defender behind him is Vargas. You're not just having to get by one, you got to get by two. He gets by Chun, but can't get by Vargas.
He was determined to try to go through that double team.
As the Highlanders bump it one into another. Nice job, though, not giving up on it. Went down to the pitch, came back out, and forced the turnover as we have a whistle.
I guess they ruled the ball went out.
I guess so. Lucas Gomes with a great effort play there after going down on the pitch, was able to get the turnover and also apparently earn the foul.
Gave a free kick, yeah. I don't know. It looked like that was Somerville on Somerville crime that happened over there. I didn't have that as a free kick, but we'll take it.
So Imani now.
We know where this ball's going.
Yeah. Top of the box.
Into the mix.
Towards the mix. Oh, fired like a laser through the box, untouched by everybody for the goal kick. 12:15 remaining in the first half, scoreless so far here at Dilboy.
That was an absolute line drive. You wonder if people were actually afraid to get on the end of that one. Thing was laced.
Goes way back out onto the pitch. As the ball knocked around.
Which way are they giving this?
Against the Highlanders.
I don't know about that.
As Guzman went airborne and
Looked like he fell, and
Yeah.
then the Somerville player fell over him, and then they awarded the free kick to Lynn Classical.
so Malara will send this one away. Classical, Chacon, bodied off by Valdivieso. Now Guzman trying to settle it. Defended by Jair. Guzman goes down to the pitch like he's been shot. Nobody near him.
Jair had a message of "get up," possibly delivered with a little more emphasis. He seemed unimpressed. But you do hope when a player goes down. Now he's saying he's fine.
And Guzman, after that incredibly dangerous situation, able to walk away.
I mean, it's possible he caught an inadvertent elbow or something.
It is possible.
Jair just seemed very unimpressed with possible attempt to get a call out of it. It is a contact sport. Sometimes inadvertent elbows get delivered.
As Valdivieso will play it back, Chacon coming in. Play it out wide, Imani now with it. Lots of room for Imani, he will chew it up. Now he plays it forward looking for Gabe on the run. Gabe with the speed outside, but poked away by Chun out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like the Dos Reis tried to sort of settle that as opposed to knocking it on and running onto it using his pace. And that allowed the defender to catch up. Because he was gone.
That's Guzman with the single touch out wide. Now bouncing around in the middle, Guzman able to get it with the high boot. Jair, though,
Good
sends
ball.
it wide to Dos Reis. Gabe is in. A little trickle feathered through center. Nobody there as Vargas was able to clear it away.
Yeah, his teammates had made the run across. The play there was a cross, and he sort of went more to the middle of the box.
Now Lopez, he centers. Poked away, but not out of danger. It's Malara now, high into the air. Wasn't able to redirect it away, so a corner kick now for the Highlanders as Marco will take this one. 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. A scoreless tie from Dilboy. As the Highlanders now shifting more towards the far post, so a back post corner here is what we're going to see. Gabe with the arm up. Defended closely by Malara. Coming in the head. And so Josue got the head to it. But once again, Alvarez Santos able to collect it. If nothing else, Santos has been very sure-handed. He's been very sure with his aggressiveness off the line as well today.
Yeah, he looks like a really solid goalkeeper for them. Somerville's going to have to make sure that they place those shots or strike them with enough power they're able to get it past him, because it looks like he's not going to make any unforced errors back there at the back.
Kachansky into the game for the Highlanders. As Gabe tried to backheel that forward, keeping it in bounds, was not able to. Imani able to, or I should say, strike that. Gomes able to get it away.
And Somerville's playing more of a conventional back four here with Mixon moving to left center back.
We have a Highlander down on the pitch as well now. Highlander assistant trainer Gabby Vieira checking him out.
Looks like maybe a rib, chest injury.
Yeah.
Anytime you see a player putting their arms up, it's probably the trainer telling them, could be maybe wind knocked out. Sometimes you tell a player to put their hands on top of their head, get that breathing restarted normally.
Now Gabe trying to settle this and move it forward, trying to connect up with Josue on a run there. Poked forward by Guzman. Chacon will pull off of his run there as Rafiq Miller able to easily take care of that. Now Jeff knocked away by Malara.
And Todd, there's space to be taken still. Like, we're launching those long balls a little earlier than we need to.
Gabe with a run there. Vargas, he's able to get by Vargas, but Malara is able to get the foot to it. As Josue was on the other end, if Malara was not able to clear that one.
But Somerville are finding their attackers with those long balls frequently enough that you figure sooner or later it's going to happen for them.
That time Milo trying to make the turn, unable to.
And I had assumed that if Kachansky was coming on, he was on to play a holding midfield role. He's actually playing an advanced role ahead of Santos out there. So, interesting. I just assumed when the changes were made that, and with the formation change, it involved Kachansky at the 6, but we're seeing him more of an 8.
As Jair will sky that one for Josue to run onto. A little too far out in front of him. Santos secures it on the near post. Long ball by Santos. Jeff sends it forward for Milo. Cleared away quickly as De Leon was able to knock it away.
It looked like no one warned him. He had pressure coming from behind. No, there was no man on call, it seemed.
As Jair sends this back. Dangerous there. Chacon is right there.
Hold on.
That's why it's important to warn your teammate. If they don't know anyone's coming from behind and they take a little more time on the ball, it can get taken off them like that.
Now Imani, as Chacon closes down the space, but here's Jose Lopez, near side, tries to fire it high and over Santos, but just off the crossbar as Lopez tried to go high to get it over Alvarez Santos. That was a heck of a shot there by Jose Lopez.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the keeper got a touch on it, but the referee rules no touch and awards the goal kick. I'm not saying he's wrong. He had a better view of it than we did.
I think it did come off the crossbar.
It definitely hit the crossbar. I just wasn't sure if the keeper touched it onto the bar or got some sort of contact on it. Ref says no.
Oh, an opportunity here with a free kick for the Highlanders as the push-off is the call.
It looked like they were looking to take that quickly. The ref moved the ball back. Lynn Classical very smartly stood in front of it to prevent the quick restart.
Guzman there, preventing the quick restart. Good opportunity here as Mixon lining it up.
Yeah, interesting that having the lefty. I mean, he does have the strongest long shot, but typically you'd see a right-footed player taking this. We'll see what happens.
Individual marking all the way across.
I bet he puts it on target.
Marco cutting in. Milo with a touch.
This is trouble.
Cleared away by Guzman. Not a clear touch there as they tried to get it over to Chacon, and that helped out the Highlanders as Chacon would have been off to the races if that had gotten through to him clean.
Yeah, that was a dangerous situation there with everyone pushed forward.
As Mixon
might be offside.
As Josue forward, but the arm is up as the offsides is called. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Tied up 0-0, still scoreless. Highlanders just continue to knock at the door, but can't get that thing open yet.
Yeah, and it's got to be frustrating, but at the same time, you can see where it feels like they're getting closer and closer, and you just have to have faith. If you keep knocking, the door's going to open.
Malara sends that one away, trying to connect up with Corral. Instead, Highlanders steal it. Marco plays it forward to Gabe.
Keeper's out.
Keeper is out as Santos away, plays it with his feet. He's still out. Milo trying to get it on his feet to send it forward, but surrounded by Vargas as well as Guzman. Milo unable to work it free.
And they defended that well with their goalkeeper out. They did not allow Kochansky to get that ball out from underneath his feet.
As Valdivieso, good job communicating to Jeff that he had incoming. As Corral was coming in with speed, he was able to get rid of it. They play it forward, Malara with it now.
It's a foul.
As Josue is going to get called for the push-off coming in from behind on Malara. Highlanders have to fight their frustration here as they've had some good scoring opportunities and not been able to break through yet, but that is the game plan of the Rams, to frustrate with that defense, and then maybe a lightning quick counter that we've seen almost develop a couple times for the Rams, and the Highlanders need to stay away from that.
Yeah, they forced a good save out of Rafiq Miller, so, you know, Somerville can't get lulled into just an attack mindset. They also have to be wary of the counter-attacking threat.
As another foul given out to the Rams for a kick at the boot. As Amani was coming through, you see him shaking his leg there.
He's a little slow to get up there.
Amani will be able to get this into a hopeful scoring opportunity for the Highlanders. As he fires this one low, trying to get it out wide here to Jose Lopez. Corral, last to touch it.
Not Imani's best work, but it worked out anyway. Hopefully he's okay. You get concerned when a player takes a knock like that. You see them trying to work out an injury, and then they take a free kick like that. You do worry a little.
As Kachansky comes off the pitch, D'Souza back on. Jair now. Jair out wide.
He's in.
Opportunity there. Oh my goodness gracious, the left foot goes too high and too wide there. Too much strength.
Good run though. Really good run there to keep going in there. Basically, Lynn Classical did not, they kind of fell asleep to that, and that was a decent chance.
As the stadium clock reaches 2 minutes, official time kept on the field, we await the long whistles to signify the end of the half. Gabe Dos Reis plays it forward. D'Souza's head, though, betrays him to the Rams. Now Waterman, I should say De Leon, plays it forward for Chacon. Chacon against Imani. Good job by Mixon as he bodied Chacon right off. Fires that forward. Josue tried to head it forward as well. The other direction it went, though. It's D'Souza battling over there. Arriaga able to get it away for a moment. Now Vargas with it for the Rams, but he loses control. Opportunity possibly here for the Highlanders as they move the ball forward, but that pass forward for Josue too far out in front. Santos holding on to it, letting the time expire. Rams in no rush. Money with the head near midfield, brought down by Corral. And there's the long whistle. Actually, no, that's going to be a foul, free kick.
And that was a foul.
Yep. Quick restart as they try to get it out here to Chacon. Excellent read by Lopez as he headed it back. And there are your long whistles as we are scoreless from Dilboy. Highlanders versus the Rams, knotted up as zeros. We will be back for second half action here on Somerville Ed TV. We are back here at Dilboy Stadium on Somerville Ed TV. Todd Harmon alongside Somerville Councilman at Large Jake Wilson as the Highlanders battled to a 0-0 tie against the Rams through 40 minutes of soccer. We have 40 more minutes for the Highlanders to put something on the board, Jake.
Yeah, we've got a goalkeeping change. Elliot Bicknell is back between the pipes for Somerville.
As Rafiq Miller got the start, played well. As this is just the opportunity, I think, for the coaches to get Elliot out there, get him some more playing time as well. As we've seen both Elliot and Rafiq getting playing time in these past couple games, the win against Malden as well as today.
Yeah, and we're going to hope that we get Eduardo Amorim out there at some point, because that would imply that Somerville's gotten some goals and has pulled comfortably ahead.
Such a chilly, windy day here at Dilboy Stadium as the sun goes down. Hiding behind clouds right now as Lucas Gomes controls here on the near side for the Highlanders. Highlanders have been using the long ball. Imani, lots of space there. Jair has space as well.
Although, Todd, to start the second half, I'm saying it looks like they're maybe going away a little bit from that long ball tactic. They're keeping possession here and not just going for the quick hitter.
As Valdivieso all the way across midfield, chips that one forward, trying to get the run here on the far side. As Santos all the way out to play that one. They fire that forward. Jose Lopez able to knock it down for the Highlanders as they try to get it to Chacon. They continue trying to get it to number 7 as Valdivieso able to fire it up over his head. Jose Lopez settles it on the sideline, knocked out of bounds. It was last touched by the Highlanders.
Yeah, Jeff went for the acrobatic, not quite an overhead kick clearance, but the ball did go over his head. Almost got closed down there. So
Chacon, that is the offensive danger for the Rams as they have gotten him out on some counter-attacking opportunities, but have not been able to get it home to him with any sort of real danger. They did get a couple shots in on Rafik that were dangerous, though, there in the first half. But the Highlanders were able to run most of the play there in the first half. It's Andrade here with it.
It does really look like toward the start of the second half they're looking to play the ball to feet here, keep
There's
possession.
Imani to Gomes. As Gomes plays it forward into the area. There's Josue. He was onside and bodied it toward the net. And Santos, once again, those sure hands of Alvarez Santos come into play. No rebound.
Yeah, so, and it's not that Somerville's not playing anything long, but they're just doing it now. It looks like from the edge of the attacking third as opposed to the edge of the middle third of the pitch, like in the first half.
As Marco trying to get control of that in midfield. Highlanders able to come away with it. Nice job there by Gomes. Looks like he came away, or I should say by D'Souza, looks like he came away limping a bit. That's towards the area, headed towards the net. And Santos able to clasp it down on it, I should say, as Josue got the head to it. Now Jeff, big head, Guzman with the chest, looking to control against Jair. Gomes plays that forward as Josue was trying to run onto it. Cleared out wide here, Waterman along with Guzman. Guzman plays it forward, poked out, last touch by the Highlanders.
Yeah, I'll just say the interesting thing about Somerville's shifted plan of attack here in the second half is they're a little bit outnumbered in the midfield just because of the formations.
So Imani now settling it in that midfield area and took advantage of Angel being slightly off balance to help him down with a shirt pull.
Yeah, you could see the shirt coming back. Imani pleading his ignorance, but it did look like there was a slight shirt pull in there. I'm not sure it was to the extent the player needed to fall down, but it did happen.
4 minutes elapsed here in the second half, still scoreless here at Dilboy. Highlanders looking for playoff qualification, MIAA Division I playoff qualification with a win today. They will get their 9th victory, which will secure them a playoff appearance once again. As the Rams have a player down behind the play. Play is continuing. Now the play is stopped as that is just outside the Highlander box.
It does appear to be in some distress out there. Hopefully he's okay.
As Gabby Vieira coming out to check in on him. It is Monterosa, one of the many freshman forwards that they have on this team. Is Angel Monterosa coming off the pitch now. Looks like he's all right.
That's good to see.
Good.
That did look pretty serious for a while. He was thrashing around on the ground, appeared to be in a lot of pain. I didn't see what happened, just saw him go down.
It was behind the play,
Yeah.
absolutely. I didn't realize he was down until you had pointed it out to me, Jack. Clock will roll, 35-14 remaining here in the game, as Alvarez Santos will send this away on the goal kick. Lopez, Jair with a single touch. as Gabe tried to touch it back to him.
This
Now
is trouble.
Chacon with speed right through as he split the defenders.
save.
Great job there by Elliott Bicknell as Elliott was off his line quickly and able to knock that one away. Chacon keeping with it. Now he's trying to get through 3 Highlanders to get to the goal. This is trouble as well. As it came off, Corral was able to send it towards the net. Great job by Bicknell again as he drops down on that one and is able to control.
I couldn't tell if he saved that maybe with his chest or possibly even his face. He's saying he's okay, so either way, great save.
Chacon late to get up after that as well. He is up off the pitch as Lopez sends it towards the area. Knocked away by Vargas, cleared away as they send it out wide. Chacon now making the overlapping run.
Just ran it out.
He had Angel in the middle as Corral, Angel, and Chacon are the 3 up front that are challenging offensively for the Rams. Trying to combine that time, but unable to. Goal kick here for the Highlanders as Amani, with tons of space, will eat that space up. Tell his offensive players, make your run, let's go. As Josue will make that run. And at the top of the box, Alvarez Santos waiting for the ball as he'll cradle it into his arms.
Todd, the frustrating thing for Somerville is that for all of the pressure they've put on Lynn Classical in this game, the 2 best chances have fallen to the visitors with those saves that they've forced from the Somerville goalkeepers.
Andrade with the touch. Jair will send it back to Bicknell. Now Andrade gives it to Jair.
Take the space.
Jair, tons of space. He will take it. As Jair Santos gives it over. Valdivieso forward looking to get it to Gabe. It's a little too soft. Chun able to knock it off in the passing lane. And the foul will go against the Highlanders. I believe Lopez getting whistled for that.
And if they had just brought that ball back to Jair, he was in position to take even more space. I mean, if they're going to drop off and play like that, figure out a way to just dribble the ball up and take advantage of that space. We're forcing the ball in where they don't need to.
It's Classical moving more folks forward for this ball, but Jair with the head. Waterman pops it up. As drawing the foul there is going to be Mayono De Leon.
And suddenly the clock's starting to be an issue. We're coming up on just 30 minutes left in this game. And right now, Somerville's come off the boil a bit. Lynn Classical's actually looking like the side in the ascendancy here, so something needs to change for Somerville.
As that one sent in by Angel. Hit wide of the net and then cleared out by Mixon. Lynn Classical looking for the quick restart, but they're going to also make a substitution as one of their main defenders will reposition himself. They had brought Malara, number 4, up forward, but now big physical presence here. Roland Temdia, number 19. And they get it right to Temdia. It's Corral trying to work around the outside. Hit into the air. Jair with the head.
I don't know, they heard that first whistle. They were going to keep trying to play.
Foul went against the Rams. Bring it here to Andrade.
Todd, they just keep trying to jam that ball forward to their midfielders under pressure, and it's just not, it's going to struggle to come off.
Valdivieso trying to get it down to Gabe. There's the head of Malara, number 4. As that gets out of bounds, Gabe bodying De Leon off the ball. Highlanders keeping the possession. Jose with the throw in way back. Jeff had to run up to address it. As Imani just firing that ball.
That was a shot.
And
that was
now,
a shot from about 40 yards out.
He'll pop it towards the net. Josue had the opportunity but couldn't quite get a clean shot with the head. Now Jose trying to settle it, and Gabe will chase it down.
It's good active striker play there from Dos Reis, coming all the way back to keep that ball in.
And Valdivieso earns the foul there as he is tripped up by De Leon.
As we're probably going to get a shot from almost 50 yards out here. No. Will they? No. They're going to go for quick.
Valdivieso. Imani with the head to it. Just out ahead of Josue. And Santos able to control. So Highlanders have a more assertive attack over the past couple of minutes. I think they may have heard you up here, Jake, when you said that the Rams had started to turn the field a little bit. The Highlanders making some offensive chances since then, but now Guzman feeds it out wide to De Leon. De Leon into the center there, but cleared away by Lopez, cool as a cucumber in the box, and that will get out off of Waterman. Highlanders will get the throw in. Fast back and forth action suddenly between these two teams. As Imani pulls it back.
Take the space.
Gives it to Valdivieso. Jeff has tons of space. He'll take it. Out wide to Gabe. Gabe out wider to Jose. Back to Jeff, who pops it looking forward there. As D'Souza sliding in, trying to get in there. It's going to be a goal kick. Last to touch it were the Highlanders. No, it will be
I think
a
it's
corner.
a corner. Yeah.
I thought he was pointing towards the
switched
goal.
the field of play there. Like you saw, they seemed to tend. It worked. It's led to a corner here, but they had so much acreage here on the near side of the pitch to us here with the camera.
As Marco sends this into the area, settled down for a moment. Josue will send it out, looking for Imani to get a boot on it, unable to. Jose pops it back here wide, where Josue waits for it, and they're going to call the offsides. 28 minutes remaining in the game, tied up 0-0. You talk about some frustration, Jake. A little bit of concern. The Highlanders need to control any sort of frustration that they've had. They have built some good scoring opportunities, but just in a tight game like this, one moment of frustration or a mistake due to that, and you could find yourself on the wrong side of the book.
And Lynn Classical are very solid in their setup here, and Somerville just needs to be patient, take the space when it's there, look to switch the field of play, and then take more space. But seriously, I sound like a broken record, but take the space when it's there.
As Imani powers that forward off of Guzman as they try to feather it through to Dos Reis. As that was D'Souza trying to get it through to him, but it was cleared away last second. Now De Leon plays it back. Milero with it. Corral to De Leon. All the way back now, Jeff playing it there. Head there by Marco. It's Josue with the head. Marco trying to run onto it. He delayed on that run. If he'd been running right after the head, he would have been there. Imani loads the cannon from well outside and fires it through the football uprights. Goal kick coming for the Rams. Can see from your expression, Jake, you kind of wanted more of a build in that situation. Maybe take some more of that space that was there.
Yeah, and again, Imani can hit that shot,
yes.
But I just would love to see a little more short passing. Yeah.
As Gabe heads that one back towards the offensive area. Marco unable to keep it away from the defender as Waterman clears it out. Inbounds coming in now. As that one cleared away by the Rams, out of bounds, Highlanders ball.
Oh.
Gomes with the throw in.
The last two throw-ins have not been the best for Somerville. Not the throw-in itself, but just the play.
Gabe Asuncao into the game, by the way, for the Highlanders. Number 7. Glad to see him back on the pitch for the Highlanders. He's an exciting offensive presence when he gets onto the pitch. Highlanders now with a corner kick. Jair will set this one up.
Love to see someone make a run to the edge of the 18 here and see if they can hit
coming
one.
out. And Gabe will
Play
actually
short.
do this
Play
kick.
short. Edge of the 18. There it is. Nope. It's not there.
Gabe keeping it himself.
They got tricky.
They got tricky. Jair had actually played the corner out of the area, and I was wondering.
You got to tell the ref before you do it, though.
But
That's the key thing. You have to tell the ref what you're going to do. Liverpool pulled that off memorably against, or maybe United pulled it off most famously. Rooney, I think, was involved in that. But, yeah.
So the Highlanders trying the trickeration.
You just got to tell the ref what you're doing beforehand. Otherwise, they're going to think you just dribbled it in.
So the free kick here for the Rams.
And it is a clever play if you can do it. You just got to let the refs know what's happening.
As Malara fires that one forward.
Oh, no.
Headed down.
That was not correct.
Looked like it hit the Rams last.
I thought for a second the official on the complete other side of the field was going to overrule his colleague. That is not what's happening.
Looked for all the world like Miona De Leon was the last to touch
Oh,
it.
absolutely. Absolutely took a touch off him. It's okay. If that's the worst thing that happens to you today.
Under 24 minutes remaining, tied up at 0 still. As Asunso with it.
Somerville won the throw-in anyway, so.
Jair back to Asunso. Over to Lopez. Now Lopez giving it off to Gabe there. A little too hard. I don't think that's where it was intended. And it will go out off of the Rams. Quick restart by Marco. So once again, they find Asuncio. Valdivieso back to Gabe.
Oh.
A little misfooting there by Asuncio.
And he's hurt.
And now an opportunity back the other direction. Chacon in with all that speed. Mixon shuts him down with a beautiful tackle.
What a tackle. What a tackle. He had to make that too.
As Chacon back into the game with speed, and now Gabe has speed. He's out front into the box. He settles the ball, tries to control it there in front of De Leon, gives it to Lopez on the overlap. Jose with the cross, and on the other end of it is Jose Guevara for the Highlander goal.
What a sequence there to go from almost disastrous scene at one end with the crucial tackle in the box to Monty's ball forward, a key pass there. Really, really important sequence, just a game-changing sequence there.
Beautiful sequence for the Highlanders, like you said, Jake, beginning with that goal-saving tackle by Imani Mixon in the defensive box. And then the Highlander offense on the counter, able to bring it down. Asuncio, Lopez.
And you can hear Imani firing up his teammates, screaming at him out there. Just a great leader, really, really vocal presence out there.
Somerville goal number 12, Josue
Guevara
Guevara.
with the goal.
With the assist going to number 14, Jose Lopez.
Jose Lopez as well with the assist there. The Highlanders lead this one 1-0, 22-25. Remaining in the game, and the Highlanders have broken through. So you expect the Rams to pull a little bit out of that defensive philosophy that they've had.
Or they might just, what do we
Pack
have here
it
left?
in.
22 left. They might stick with their game plan and hope that they have been getting chances here.
That's true.
They had a chance moments before Somerville opened the scoring, so they don't have to panic yet.
As Miano De Leon plays that one to Chacon.
They always say you're most vulnerable right after you've scored.
And Chacon looking to cash in on that, gives it off to Corral. Corral back to Angel. Angel out wide here looking for Guzman.
Onside, I
And
guess.
that's cleared away by Gomes. Fortunate for the Highlanders there. As Guevara with it now. Nice reversal. As Josue is through, he's got Gabe out in front. Tries to feather that one through, but just can't get it through the defense. That one touched by Jose, or I should say, by Gabe last. Waterman with the throw in. Stoppage really quick, the whistle there. As some substitutions were coming in, but we're going to have a stoppage on the field. 21-14 remaining in the game. The Highlanders have broken through as Josue Guevara with the assist from Jose Lopez, able to put it into the back of the net for the Highlanders. We're going to keep it here for a moment. Talk once again, not only about what we have going on this fall, 3 different Highlanders teams, opportunities to get into the playoffs today. As the boys soccer team now leading 1-0, the opportunity to punch their ticket to Division I MIAA playoff action with the win today. The girls over at Lynn Classical, playing later on this evening actually. They, with a win, can guarantee themselves into Division II MIAA playoff action, in addition to setting themselves up in the defense of their GBL championship, as a victory against Lynn Classical will put them at the top of the GBL with an impending matchup against Medford, who would be in second at that point in time. Over on the volleyball court, don't forget about the Highlander volleyball team. They are playing tremendously this year with 9 victories. They are playing at Waltham today. A victory at Waltham will get them into the Division II playoffs with their 10th victory. On top of that, they have a big game coming up against Lynn Classical. We'll have that covered here on Somerville Ed TV, as they are still in GBL championship contention. And hey, let's not forget about the men in pads, as the football team playing Revere after that heartbreaking loss to Medford in the Tufts Classic. They will be matching up at Revere, and the victory against the 0-4 Patriots will give them a 4th victory on the season and solidify at least a 500 regular season for the football team. And that is something to talk about, as all fall teams looking to have winning or 500 records on the year. I don't know when the last that happened here in Highlander Nation, but it's great going on here in 2024. And don't forget, we're going to have coverage of hockey, boys basketball, as well as girls basketball in the winter here on Somerville Ed TV. As we get the restart here, 21 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders leading 1-0 after the goal by Josue Guevara. As Waterman will inbound. Jackson Love into the game, and Corral ran on to that one and pounded it wide of the net.
And they're playing Love in sort of the sixth, the defender who's shifted up into the midfield role.
As Gabe, able to settle that down, gives it off to Jair.
It was smooth by Jair.
Out wide to Jose. Now, D'Souza with it, feeds it back. Over wide here as Marco runs onto it, tries to get through, but Vargas able to knock it away. Plays it forward now on the counter attack, De Leon.
And Asuncao just took the safe route there and poked that one out.
Good job by Gabe Asuncao. Waterman backing up. Now that was more than a yard.
That was more than a yard.
As that ball into the area, Zapata Medina trying to get onto it, cleared away. Nice touch there as Jair now will bring it out wide. As Marco has it. In the middle of the field, Highlander is down right at midfield.
And I didn't see if that was an impact injury from a collision with someone or whether he just went down by himself. You're going to hope it's an impact injury because the alternative is not very good.
That is correct. As they begin work right there on the right leg.
He's up.
That is very important, Josue. Yeah, I was 98% certain it was Josue who was down.
You know, you can tell the gloves.
Yeah. I was looking at the shoes. So we will get a restart as Josue stays on the pitch. Imani gives it over to Jeff.
Definitely more pressure on the ball here since the goal went in for Somerville. You can see the days of taking the space, walking the ball up are not happening anymore.
As Love gets it taken away, they feed it forward looking for Zapata Medina. And Zapata Medina has a little bit of speed out wide. Now that played forward, that's a little dangerous as Bicknell gets all the way through, able to clear it away.
Oh, what a touch by Marco.
Marco with a beautiful touch, plays it out wide. Gomes with it out there, feeds it forward. Stolen away by Lynn Classical as they play it forward, looking for Mayano de Leon. Highlanders able to knock it out of bounds. 18 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in this game. Highlanders up by a goal. Josue Guevara, the goal scorer. Jose Lopez with the assist.
Imani's just controlling things in the box with his head.
As they try to settle it there, Guzman pops it into the air. Vargas puts the foot to it. Bicknell plays it with his knee. He'll wait, and there you go.
A little early for time wasting, but
As
hey.
Zepeda Medina was in. Bicknell was able to grab it. Now Valdivieso looking to free up Josue on the run there. Josue, though, blocked away by Vargas. Good body position there by Vargas.
That's good defending there just to block off the run. Not obstruction, just good defending.
Imani will pop that forward. Now Gabe trying to make a run. Ball checked up nicely for him as he tried to pop it up over the head of Alvarez Santos. But Santos, again, very short-handed.
And you can tell at halftime there was a talk about getting a body on the Somerville runners as they're going in, because last two plays there, the Lynn Classical defenders did a great job of blocking off those runs. Otherwise, they could have been in real trouble.
As Asunsao trying to collect that with the head. Winds up on the foot of Jeff Valdivieso. As Waterman, with Hoxoli coming in, will just knock it out. Quick restart to Gabe. Tough couple touches there for Gabe Dos Reis.
Not his best moment. It's okay. He'll have plenty of good moments to come still.
Imani powers that ball away out of any danger. Highlanders just continue to try to repel the ball out of their defensive area.
This is still really an attack-minded team that's out there for Somerville. You have Lucas Gomes at left back, who's a very attack-minded left back.
Imani playing this one back to Bicknell.
You've got Gabriel Asunsao in the midfield. He's a very attack-minded player too. So it looks like Somerville is set up to try to go and get a second goal and put this one away, as opposed to just sitting back and absorbing pressure.
As that one stolen away by Jair. Now played forward, looking for Gabe. Dos Reis is in. He's got speed. He's going to fire it towards the net, and he gets it by the goalie Santos for the Highlander goal.
Can't block off the runner if he's beyond you, and that was the pace. Speed kills, and Gabe Dos Reis is as speedy as they come.
Gabe Dos Reis picks up his first goal of the game. Highlanders up 2-0, and that time Alvarez Santos, he of the sure hands, did not get the hands closed down on that one, as it ricocheted off of him into the back of the net for the Highlander goal. 15:48 remaining in the game. Highlanders now up 2-0 against the Rams.
And a big second goal, and now the next goal looms really large in this game. If it's Somerville, it's game over. If it's Lynn Classical, it's game back on.
Is that ball out of bounds, and once again, Lynn Classical will have to bring more aggressive on their offensive attack, Jack.
Dos Reyes.
Yeah, now this is when they're going to get pulled out of their game plan, definitely. They're not going to be able to sit back. Not that they were parking the bus, but they're going to have to come out of that defensive mentality, down 2 goals, chasing the game late here.
As Guzman trying to settle it midfield, Asunsao gets called for the push-off there. 15 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders leading 2-0 after the goal by Gabe Dos Reis. This ball sent towards the area. Jackson Love with the head.
Good header.
Marco Hoxoli is going to be able to run.
A little too wide. You could see what they were doing, though. It was a good idea. They're basically looking to hit Lynn Classical, push up. They still had 3 back there, so they're not selling out completely. As this game goes on and they get increasingly desperate, that's when there are going to be some really good opportunities for Somerville to hit them on the counter.
There's Waterman with the throw in. Angel pops it up with the head. Imani sends it forward. Angel back into the Highlander defensive area. Valdivieso will play it all the way back to Bicknell. Bicknell has had Some tremendous opportunities and saves here in the second half to keep the Highlanders tied at zeros until they were able to get those goals. As Dos Reis sent to the pitch that time by Vargas.
Definitely got bodied as he was looking to control that.
As Lopez gives it to Santos. Now Asuncao tried to get to Dos Reis, tried that Gabe to Gabe connection we've seen. A little bit beyond him. Gomes fires it forward to Jair now. Once again, Asuncao.
And Lucas has been really solid at left back.
Good opportunity developing here for the Highlanders as Guevara with it. He's drawing the defense, gives it up to Asuncao. Poked away. Now Jackson Love knifing in. He'll send it to Gabe. Gabe with the speed here to the outside. He fires it towards the net, finds the far post, and into the back of the net.
Really nice assist there for Jackson Love, pushing up there from the what we'll call the six, or the sort of the front, the front of the defense, to play that ball into the box. Really good assist for a defender. You love to see a defender get an assist like that.
Gabe Dos Reis with the goal. Jackson Love with the assist. 3-0, the Highlander lead, as lightning is striking here in the second half for the Highlander offense.
Todd, I'm going to admit I saw the bench warming up there on the track when Somerville took the lead, and I thought that's a little presumptuous to think you're going to get to play your bench a lot in this game. Here we are, all of a sudden it's 3-0. Some of those bench players might be about to get some minutes here.
And Gabe threw a misplayed ball there, out of bounds, quick restart, gets it to Marco. Marco, single touch into the box.
Jackson Love.
It's bodied off of that ball. Now Love with the touch. Gomes trying to settle. Unable to, though, as it's taken away from him by Miono de Leon. Miono de Leon, his pass taken away by Jair Santos. Just such speed there, just cutting right in front of Corral on that pass attempt. Now Mixon with Corral running the bases between them.
And shout out to Somerville defense here. I mean, I guess they're still, I don't want to jinx them. I'm not a superstitious person. 12.5 left. Keeping a clean sheet so far in this one. Jeremy played very solid there at the back.
As Valdivieso gives it to Lopez. Jose, speed as he cuts in.
What a ball.
Finds it outside here to Gomes. Lucas, though, from behind, good speed, tracking back Oliver Miono de Leon from his forward position.
Yeah, Gomes sort of opted to cut in with that. You wonder what he could have done if he'd just kept going with that momentum and maybe looked to get a cross.
As Asuncao into the middle there. Knocked away. Love plays that forward, sees Guevara there, just a little bit too far ahead of Josue.
Jackson's turned playmaker here, looking to set up his teammates in the box. Almost found one for another assist there.
That was a nice look. Good thought there.
Yep.
As that played out wide by Angel, playing it forward to Corral.
But different role here for Love. That we're saying earlier in the season they're playing him a lot at the sweeper role, and now they're playing him in that like hybrid defense midfield role.
Out of bounds, Lopez will inbound. Highlanders now leading 3-0, 11:15 remaining in the game. Win today for the Highlanders secures a playoff spot in Division I MIAA playoffs. As Jair sends that forward, Gabe gets a single touch on it. It's out wide. Lopez was trying to run onto it. Instead, saved from going out for a moment, but Jose was able to take advantage of that. As now Mixon pops it back over towards Jose. And off of Jeff, out of bounds.
And Somerville should just calm it down here. You're up 3-0. Just possess the ball, knock it around. They're going to be, the opponents are going to be frantic in terms of trying to get out, trying to get on the ball, try to win it off you. Just run them around, tire them out, just control the game.
Tune will sky that one. Imani skies it back. Now Vargas with the head. And Lopez just takes it right away from Miono de Leon before he even knew what was happening. Now out wide here, Lucas. Gives it to Gabe. As they work it to Jair, looking for Lopez out wide.
They're going for 4 here. They're not just going to possess.
Looking for Josue, and just a little bit out front of Josue. The bounce was a little too high, I think, and gave Santos the opportunity, the goalkeeper, to come out and grab that one.
I guess it's tough to just scrap your game plan if you've been looking for that, get it inside the opponent's half and then look to play it long to someone. It's tough to completely go away from that. I just love a possession game, a short passing game.
Now Jose Corral, he is the Ram left to run up front. Now Gabe has the opportunity out wide once again as Dos Reis looking for the hat.
Here come the tricks.
Tried to get it through, wasn't quite able to. Showing the skill though.
I'm fine with that in a 3-0 game.
Oh, absolutely.
Under 10 left, that's when you can bust out those tricks.
Well, especially when you got 2 of those 3. You're looking for the hat.
He's earned the right to do some stuff out there on the ball.
Back-to-back national hat tricks.
Gabe Dos Reis, of course, having a hat trick against Malden earlier this week. So why not go for a second hattie in a week?
Seems to be doing so.
8.5 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders leading this one 3-0. Content to keep the possession here as Valdivieso finds Dos Reis out wide to Lopez. Nice touch there by Gabe. Now Jair will touch it on back to Jeff. Now Imani. Pass down the middle trying to get with Gabe Asunso. Now Chun playing with it out wide. Gets it knocked away, Highlander ball. Under 8 minutes remaining. Some fresher legs coming on for Lynn Classical at the top of their offense. As we see Roland Temdia come on once more. Big senior, number 19. Jahir De Leon as well, number 13. We've not seen him out on the pitch yet, as he might be some fresh, speedy legs. They try to get it right to him. Poked out wide. Nice job there. Opportunity here as they try to get it through to Hector. Now De Leon plays that forward. Jackson Love chasing it down. Will send it on back to Bicknell.
Got a little nervous there for a second. Elliott's first touch popped up a little in the air, but he had it under control all the way. Never a doubt.
Elliott controlling. That's Temdia.
I do get nervous when those back passes are on frame. You ideally want to send it outside of the goal.
Just in case,
Ideally,
for worst case scenario.
Ideally, But they had it. Oh, now the defenders are busting out tricks.
That's all the way back for Elliott. As with 6.5 minutes remaining, we can report. Stan Vieira, athletic director for the Highlanders, reporting that the girls defeated Lynn Classical by the score of 3-1. That will put them at the top of the GBL currently, with an impending matchup at Medford, who is now number 2 in the GBL. Winner of that game will likely win the GBL as the Highlanders look to defend their GBL championship. 2 straight GBL championships for the girls soccer team looks within reach. And of course, with that victory today, that's victory number 9. That will get them into the Division II playoffs. So once again, playoff action. And for all the world, it looks like it will be both the boys and the girls teams back into the playoffs here, as the boys leading 3-0 here against the Rams of Lynn Classical. 5:35 remaining in this game.
Well, I'd say for both of those teams, playoff qualification is probably the minimum they're expecting of this season. Both definitely aiming for repeats as league champions.
No doubt about that. Work to be done for the boys, and that work unfortunately can't be done by the boys, as Revere is going to have to lose a couple for the Highlanders to defend their GBL championship successfully here in 2024 for the boys. But the girls well on their way, holding their own destiny. A victory against Medford will pretty much put it in the bag.
And yes, that was your right back there making a tackle on the left side of the pitch.
As limping off is going to be Jeremiah Vargas. 5 minutes remaining on the stadium clock. Official time kept on the field. We await the long whistles to signify the end of this game.
You can see that game plan. Find the big target man in the box there, and they did exactly that.
As Timdia trying to control that one there, knocked away by Jackson Love. Now Arriaga trying to get through, unable to. Jair with it now.
It's a good tackle by Love to win this back.
Tried to be controlled. Rams able to come away with it as DeLeon got it. Out wide to Corral. Now the Highlanders controlling this one, just awaiting those long whistles here. Last 5 minutes of this game, leading 3-0. Want to keep that clean sheet though.
Just keeping the ball.
Highlanders maintaining possession. Gomes feeds that one forward. Bermudez. Now Jair with it.
Good job by Jair. We always call out players who don't come back to the ball or don't come to the ball. Jair went to the ball and kept possession there. That's why you tell players to do that.
As Valdivieso plays that one back.
It's been a good spell of possession here for Somerville, doing exactly what we talked about, just keeping the ball, calming the game down, killing it off.
Highlanders leading 3-0, 2 goals by Gabe Dos Reis. A goal by Josue Guevara as well. That was the one that put them in front. As they lead this one 3-0, looking for their 9th victory of the season. Girls soccer team has secured their 9th victory of the year. They will be going to the playoffs in Division 2. A win today for the boys will put them into the Division 1 playoffs. Don't forget volleyball facing off against Waltham. They will go to the playoffs with a victory against Waltham.
And Todd, looking over the district enrollment numbers for the current 8th grade, you wonder if this might be the final season in Division 2 for the Somerville girls, given some big numbers coming in next year. It might push us over the limit into D1.
As Lopez, high ball, reverses field to Hoxholey. Plays that to Hector, his shot through the football uprights.
I'll take it though. That's
good
nice.
Build, though.
Good play.
Yeah, nice build.
Yep. Doesn't always have to result in a goal to be good play.
So
As Todd throws his pen in disgust. No.
goal kick here. Couldn't get a 4th goal. What's wrong with you guys?
No, it's been a good, really good last, we'll say, 20 minutes of the game for Somerville here.
And it's also really important the Highlanders looking for their 2nd straight clean sheet, a 5-0 victory. Or I'm sorry, looking for their 1st clean sheet after their victory over Malden. Then they have, after those 2 losses against Revere and Chelsea, one after the other. It's a good turnaround here after that 6-2 victory over Malden. We hear the long whistles. A clean sheet, 3-0 victory over a defensive-minded Lynn Classical Ram team. A really good job by the Highlanders today, Jake.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nothing to complain about there. 3-0 win. People ask, what's your favorite scoreline to win by? 3-0.
So the Highlanders put it away 3-0 against the Lynn Classical Rams. They are heading to the Division 1 playoffs once again. We will have coverage of that here on Somerville Ed TV, but they've got more soccer to play as they are still looking for that GBL championship. This will help them. They have matchups coming up against Chelsea and Everett, who are both the people in front of them in the GBL. They can get to second place on their own. They need some help against Revere. Girls soccer have qualified for the playoffs with a victory at Lynn Classical and put themselves in the best position to defend their GBL championship. And of course, don't forget volleyball victory today. They as well could be in the playoffs, but that's going to do it for us here from Dilboy Stadium as the boys soccer team taking care of business against the Rams of Lynn Classical. As they defeat them by the score of 3-0. They will host Medford next Tuesday on the 15th. We will have coverage of that game here on Somerville Ed TV as the Mustangs come in to face off against the Highlanders. And that's going to do us. Thank you very much for watching at home. Thank you, Jake Wilson on commentary, Joe Constantine on camera and direction today. Joe of all trades. I am Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Boys Soccer on Somerville Ed TV.